and we'll wait for the judge to call you.
Yeah,
She
but
never saw she's never saw my filing, my bill of particulars. She never saw
no, they
she
don't.
never right.
That's why what I do, okay, is I'll
Hmm.
start filing bar grievances against the lawyers. Okay, they're
Hmm.
representing you without authority. There's what I'll do is I'll first of all I'll start filing felony criminal complaints. Okay, because what they're doing is, there's a minor estate, right? You know that.
Correct.
Okay, so under Title 31 of the Code of Federal Regulations, Section 363.6, there's a minor estate Treasury Direct account. Okay, when you were born by fraud, they created some securities and they deposited them into a Treasury Direct account, and so there's some money in that account. I don't know what it is. I don't really care, but the point is that it's all a fraud, and that's color of law. Okay, Title 31 Code of Federal Regulations, all regulations are by definition color of law. So they're assaulting you. So what happens is that if you read that Title 31 of the Code of Federal Regulations, it says that a minor is anyone under the age of 18, and it can also be anyone over the age of 18 that hasn't taken control of the securities in their minor account. So
Correct.
and so then it defines an entity as a minor estate. So, and they're putting you under the Commerce Clause under Article 1, Section 8, Clause 3. And that's perjury of oath. That's color of law. And they're violating Article 1, Section 8, Clause 17. So I started filing felony criminal complaints for involuntary servitude. They're forcing me to work for them for nothing. That's 18 U.S.C. 2073. False and fictitious records, violating my rights under the color of law, conspiracy to threaten, coerce, injure, intimidate me in the free exercise of my rights, subjecting me to their satanic religious ceremony with their fraud and their lies and their deception. That's 18 U.S.C. 247. I started filing felony criminal complaints against the judge and the lawyer and the cop and everybody that's involved. I get a police report. I build a case against them. I send out the criminal complaints by the box, and then I use the criminal complaints as evidence for bar grievances and judicial complaints, and
Nice.
just turn it into a living hell for them. And you know, I did that with Bedford. They gave me an illegal lane change ticket. It's just an illegal lane change, is what it is, and
Hmm.
I filed criminal complaints against the cop and the chief of police. I got a police report. There's his supervisor, the Bedford. It was the city of Bedford, so every member of the city council and the mayor. And what happened? I've got a YouTube video about this. What happened is for suborning perjury, because they screen these cops for low intelligence and a propensity for aggressive behavior, and they give them a gun and they tell them to go and do stuff they're not authorized to do, and attempted murder, because I have a right to resist an unlawful arrest with lethal force if necessary. And if I would have resisted his unlawful arrest, there was no breach of the peace, there was no lawful warrant. If I would have resisted his unlawful arrest, he would have killed me, just like he did to the Utah pigs did to their to the guy in Utah about a year ago that had a homemade plate on his car. And so it's attempted murder. They intended that I exercise my right to resist their unlawful arrest with lethal force if necessary. Anyways, I filed felony criminal complaints against them all, and this was last August. In September, they had a city council meeting. They put out a newsletter. A friend of mine gets the newsletter. He lives in Bedford. In the newsletter, it said that the mayor showed up for the city council meeting and announced that he was resigning effective the next day.
Mm. Yeah, you was telling me that story. Yeah.
So again, it's a lot of work, a lot of hassle, but that's what I do. I just start filing felony criminal complaints against them, and use their codes against them. They never follow their own codes. There was someone in the chat that was asking about property taxes, and I did